ideally, there are some places you go, they will tell you that COVID-19 is free, but majority of people, majority of center, both the private and government owned, they are all in a high cost. Now, we don't know whether it's a way for people, an avenue for people to make money out of us. We don't charge it, but we always also appeal to the Federal Ministry of Health to do justice to that, so that both the rich and the poor can also test and know their fate. There are some cases we see, there's some a patient we see in the hospital because of high increase in the number of testing, like 52,000. Some of these testers, most of them they can't afford it, and some of them they will just go home. Some of them they may die. Some of them will come down with complications, because we see it the 52,000 in this current economic issue. Most people cannot afford it.
And the recession and all that.
Yeah, recession and think.
I'm challenging you to take the message to your people that they should talk to those
of course,
to reduce
we'll try what we
the
can
amount of the test, so that many people can participate in it. Then also on the potency and efficiency of vaccine being deployed by PISA or other vaccine certified by World Health Organization. What can you say about that? How efficient is it?
Yeah, we have a lot of
potency.
We have a lot of COVID-19 vaccines. Major companies, they are coming up with a lot of vaccine, including the Pfizer,
Pfizer, yes.
the AstraZeneca, Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, the Janssen vaccine, a lot of the Moderna vaccine, a lot of them, and each of them has a different way of production. So and each way of production and storage capacity and all the likes. So most of them, from the study they've carried out, as the Federal Ministry of Health has a partnership with COVAX. Their role is to negotiate the provision of the COVID-19 vaccine to all of us, and and this vaccine is expected to take care of about maybe 20% of our population, especially the most vulnerable. And people and the frontliners, like all the health workers and the old ones and other people that has health-related complications. So these COVAX, they provide most of the vaccine, like Pfizer has about 95% efficacy that can actually prevent the symptomatic COVID-19 virus. The other one, the Moderna, has about 94.1 efficacy. They're just seeing at 88, and other upcoming vaccine that are still developing, and studies have been carried out to know how efficacious they are in giving us immunity to mount on this deadly and contagious COVID-19.
So eventually, to your own understanding, you advise that it's something everyone can take.
Yes, we advise that everybody should take it, because we need immunity to fight this, because as I said, this virus mutates as it changes at will. So we need something we can fight this virus in our system, so that all of us can have a herd immunity, so that all of us and our family can have can be safe from this invasion of this virus.
Now, what do you think of this thing that more people are carrying here and there, especially the Christendom, that the vaccine contains sin or whatever? I don't know. How do you look at that? Chips, it contains some chips that will change the body, somebody's body, mental thinking and all that. How do you think about that?
Yeah, well, in my own opinion, I think it's just a misconception. Scientifically, we are, we call it, you have to, the studies have been carried out scientifically, and scientifically proving that when you take this, it's going to help your immune system to respond in case you come in contact with this invasive virus. And the experiment has been shown, it's scientifically proven that it's safe. There's nothing about chips that you have 6 days, you will go to hell, it's an antichrist. There is also a misconception, and is a ploy for those people that engage in those activities to discourage people from having this vaccine. You can't disclose what science has proven. We all live today because of science. So since science has come out that this this vaccine is safe for all of us, and has been proven by different scientists, different company. I think I encourage every one of us in Nigeria and all over the world to tap from it.
I will add, we all live today because of God. That's number one. Before
aside God, God is number one. You can't dispute God. God is always God, but aside God, there are other things that follows.
Okay, because I also agree with you that when the vaccine comes, if it's possible for me to be the first, I will be the first person to take if it can get to me, inshallah, because I just believe that it will work. It will help to reduce the virus, not to kill anybody, take anybody to hell. You understand? Because we have some vaccine before, yellow fever vaccine, we take it for prevention. So I don't see why this one will be different. I look at it, it's going to be the same way, and I believe so. So we'll take a break now. Vivid View, say and do it. Welcome back. We're still discussing COVID-19, the second wave, and the safety measures. That takes me to another question to Doctor. What are the safety measures now that can guarantee protection against the second wave of the virus, different from the first wave? Are there really anyone?
Well, basically, the Center for Disease Control has not changed tremendously the protocol involved in prevention of COVID-19, second wave COVID-19 pandemic. The so-called new normal protocol.
Please mention them.
The new normal protocol, we call it, is an acronym, is everywhere. Like, don't touch men. Men means what? I want to just simplify. Men, M means what?
Mouth.
Mouth. Stop touching your mouth unnecessarily.
Ear and nose.
Stop touching your eyes unnecessarily.
Or be eyes, men. Okay, men or man.
Yeah.
Whichever.
Men. M is man. Mouth.
Okay.
Stop touching your mouth.
Is eye and M
is nose.
His nose.
Stop touching those areas unnecessarily.
Get in men.
Then the other one, this common acronym, men, mouth, eyes, and nose.
Yeah.
Then the other one, no, you have to mask up. You have to be wearing mask, not the one you put on your chin and you leave your nose. Then you have to. Yeah, physical distancing is very important. Like where we are sitting, this is a very a good one. Most of the transmission rate, if not that, is almost 0% because we are far from each other. It's just that we are not wearing masks, but because of distance is allowed. You avoid unnecessary travel to areas that are known to have this serious mutants of this COVID-19 virus. You need to mask up, you need to physically wash your hand properly with alcohol-based related ointments, sanitizers. So basically, the first wave and second wave, the safety measures, they are almost the same. So just follow strictly and avoid overcrowding. That's just basic, that's just it.
Okay, thank you. Some people also say steaming yourself, steaming your nose when you cover that. This virus for sometimes hides somewhere in the nose. So even if you drink warm water, it will not take it down. But when you steam your nose, that could also help. What do you say about that? Yeah,
it's a good preventive measure because the COVID-19 vaccine, they strive more on cold environment. Exactly. So when you are steaming your nostrils, your upper respiratory tract areas, you are giving more warmth to that area. So with that, the probability for that virus to mutate or cause more damage to your chest or your respiratory organs is less. So it's a very good preventive measures for everyone.
Now, just to digress a bit, I saw in the social media, one country, Tanzania, they built something like a cubicle, and they put, I don't know what they put, but people can enter in, they lock the door, you steam, come out, they put another step to enter, steam, they come out and enter again, because we learned that the country didn't believe there's anything COVID, but I was surprised that they are taking such measures. Do you think that would really work?
It was, but I won't advise people going there in en masse to be going and be steaming and coming out. You can do it. You can do it in your own whole house. It's a very, like some people have a normal.
It's not here. It's Tanzania.
Tanzania, but that is their own way of doing keeping fit. But here I won't, because now our country is somehow. Let me use the word. So I won't encourage somebody build a cubicle and people will be trooping in, coming out.
Yourself,
So that physical, that natural, that preventive measure of physical distance is out of the way. So you can just do it in your whole house, and we also achieve the same result.
The same result.
Yeah.
That's a very good one. Okay, thank you so much. We have heard it all from our doctor, who also have been participating seriously in this fighting this COVID-19 to ensure that all of us are safe. Well, it's time for a break, and on return, we'll enter session for question and answer. Vivid View, say and do it.